Welcome back. My name is Patricia Lassard and I'm a certified breakthrough parenting instructor. I do a lot of work with parents in high conflict divorces and dealing with parental alienation. But this material is great even if you're not dealing with parental alienation. This can actually help you have very strong relationships and ward off any of the potential effects of parental alienation if you and your partner were to consider separating. So this lesson is going to be on making the shift from our old parenting styles of permissive or authoritarian parenting and moving towards breakthrough parenting, which is also referred to as authoritative. I like the word breakthrough that Dr. Major created. I find it uplifting. So, breakthrough parenting is about shifting from old fear-based parenting methods to new ways of being in family relationships that promote unconditional love, positive self-worth, open communication, healthy self-esteem, compassion, responsibility, and cooperation by making the inner and outer shifts that are necessary so that we can enjoy a rewarding and loving family life. Now, who wouldn't want that? So, many of us are determining our self-worth based on others' opinions of us. This is called outer directed, and we're going to talk about that throughout the various lessons in this because it's very, very important, the difference between being outer directed and inner directed, and why we want to promote in our children to be inner directed as opposed to outer directed. If outer directed is basically, if others approve of us, we are worthy. If others of us disapprove of us, we are not worthy, and we can only develop the confidence needed to take action and be fully responsible if we are outer directed. Does that make sense? Okay, so think about that now. I want you to think about if you are inner directed or if you are outer directed. And if your partner and family members, are they inner or outer directed? And think about, as we've defined that, think about the people that you know. Are they inner directed or outer directed? One of my concerns is people that are outer directed are much more prone to having to be people pleasers and will take bullying to heart more. So many of us determine our self-worth based on others' opinions, and this is very common and is called being outer directed. If others approve of us, are we worthy? If others disapprove of us, we feel we must not be worthy. We can only develop the confidence needed to take action and be really fully responsible for our choices when our self-worth is internally based, so inner directed. Initially, parents are the only people children know to look to in order to find their sense of self. So if parents hold an unaccepting and critical view of their children very early in life, how are their children going to feel? They're going to feel like they are not worthy. When parents view their children in a more positive way, the children are more likely to see themselves as important, worthy, and good people. And this will help our children become inner directed. And as we progress, you're going to find out why it becomes more and more important for our children to be inner directed. Authoritarian parenting uses punishment, which creates children which are outer directed. So motivation to change. Psychological and physical punishment. What is the natural result? Fear. And we don't operate very well from a fear state. We think about the amygdala And when we feel fear, we go into the fight or flight mode. Punishment is a powerful tool for controlling others. It creates fear. And when children are afraid of their parents, the parents have incredible power over them. But then the children will be on edge, anxious, and out of balance, which we'll continue to elaborate on being in balance and out of balance through more lessons. Now, when you're out of balance and you're in a fear state, you don't function at your best. You don't think well. You're not in a very emotionally healthy state. So punishment works against a child's ability to develop into a thinking, loving, and confident person. So I think we've given some very good reasons as to why we want to avoid punishment, because we don't want to do this to our children. We don't want to put our children into a fear state that don't feel worthy, just to get them to do what we want them to do when we want them to do it. To me, it seems like a huge cost. The use of punishment also creates resistance, rebellion, lying, or begrudging compliance, and it works best only in a short-term situation and when the punisher is present. You have to be there to punish. As misbehavior becomes an assertion of their desire to be self-determined, because we all want to be determining ourselves and our future. So it's our job as parents to help our children find their way. And so they need to be a thinking, loving, and compassionate individual. And they need that confidence. And that confidence comes from being inner directed and having that inner control. So I'm going to leave that here, and then we're going to the next video. We're going to talk about moving from victim thinking, avoiding polarized thinking, and after that, the next one I think we'll be doing controlling versus influencing children. So until next time, happy parenting, and have a look at your children and see if you're using authoritarian or permissive parenting, or if you're starting to make the shift to a breakthrough parent. Thank you for your time. Check me out on Breakthrough Parenting taught by Patricia on Facebook, or my website is www.theplaceinthegrove.com. Thank you.